Alright.
Oh.
What?
I was trying to cough right before you started, but you started right as I coughed.
Anyways, are you ready?
I am
Finally?
so ready.
Okay.
Here we go.
This is one of their longer ones. Bitch, this motherfucking hour.
Oh my gosh,
loading
yeah.
system.
Ooh.
I was stuck at 70. Oh, okay. This program is sponsored by Lady Aglaya. Damn, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
神々よ、
Oh.
ご覧ください。オンパロスは勝利を収め、再早期が間もなく訪れます。
Alright.
しかし、本当にそうでしょうか。
Lygus.
最近
Ooh.
エルシオン
Oh,
の
this
景色
place
が
is
まぶたの
beautiful.
中を見るんだ。
Siren.
一人になったとしても再創生の偉業を成し遂げてください。
新世界は
Jeez, that's so loud.
Yeah.
黎明を灯す。星々を燃やし尽くす。そこを
Oh boy. What? Penacony? Holy
Oh,
Grail
okay.
War. Oh. Yep, Saber. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Oh, she's so cool.
The music go crazy. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Archer.
and Archer.
機を熟した。
逃げ場はない。
あらゆる邪悪を打ち滅ぼせ。セイバー。
Boot Hill Aventurine. Damn, that's the Flame Reaver. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, the mask came off.
Woo.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
背負わないといけないんだ。
キノコに伝説はあれど英雄はいないと。
お任せを。
私見ました。壊滅
This is insane.
これにて完成。宝石の余震をもって来世に暁を。
Okay, there's so much that happened. That was probably
Oh
the
my
most
gosh.
insane trailer they've ever dropped. Cool, thanks for the drop. I claimed that earlier.
That's actually insane.
Hold on. I need a okay. So it looks like the actual okay, this is definitely a crazy collab because it looks like there's actually a quest and like a whole story.
Yeah.
I saw Boot Hill, I saw Robin, I saw Venturine, but I think I also saw something else possibly.
機を熟した。
Hold on.
Oh.
I need a okay, yeah, Archer. Is that
That's Sampo.
no, that is not Sampo.
It's not.
Oh, what's his name?
It looks really familiar.
No, it's from he's from Fate.
Oh, I was just thinking about like the hair color.
Yeah, okay, I was like, is his name just Lancer? Yeah, it's Lancer. I'm pretty sure that's who that is. Hold on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's totally him. Sick. Okay, he's showing up. That's cool.
Awesome.
Okay, there's a Venturine. Is that Lycus dead?
I hope Lycus doesn't die.
I'm just saying, that looks like Fainan's hair. Just saying.
Oh no.
Yeah, that is Lance. That's so sick. That's cool that he's showing up. Is that Lance?
Yeah.
Is that him again? Okay, yeah. Cool. Damn. Now I wish they would have dropped him as another character.
背負わないといけないんだ。
キノコに伝説はあれど英雄はいないと。
お任せを。
Yo, I'm so excited for the collab, and definitely excited for this quest.
Yeah, this looks amazing.
Yeah, this will be the best patch ever. I'm gonna just say it right now. This patch is gonna be crazy.
This is gonna be probably
For the sun is
my
set to
favorite
die
patch.
is For the sun is set to die is a crazy title as well.
Yeah.
Then we got this freaking like traditional like string music.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Wait, that's
Albert.
really
Hey.
cool.
Mr. Albert?
Okay, I don't need the subtitle. Bro's
Albert.
bugging.
Ooh, and whether or not you have a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the version 3.4 for The Sun is Set to Die special program. I'm your most beloved host, Albert.
Rebooting really does solve all problems. Now we can introduce ourselves.
As I learned in
Hi,
IT school,
everyone. I'm
it don't work.
Fun.
Turn
I'm
off,
so happy
turn
to
back
be
on
the
again.
special program.
Hello, everyone. I'm
Bro.
Anaxagoras.
Yo, what up, Alexa? What is that thing behind you, though?
Again. Did you miss me?
Oh, of course we missed you.
It's a dromasaur.
Well, dear
The
guest,
Dromas?
welcome to the show.
Yeah.
But
I
it looks,
Yeah.
it's very small and very derpy. It looks like freaking
The way the story in
Whooper.
the last version left off,
It does look
had
like
my heart
Whooper.
racing.
The burning sky and the fall of dawn. Akuma was the last place under Kefali's protection, but now it has also sunk into Evernight.
All of our Chrysosaur companions did everything in their power to buy precious time for the Trailblazer and Finan, so they could
Oh,
return the
man.
very last core flame to the vortex of Genesis.
Oh yeah, this is Mem's first
We
appearance on
already
the
found
special
out the
program.
truth.
Oh
So what do
yeah.
a few sacrifices matter? Every
It
Chrysos
is.
heir was prepared for this.
Yeah.
You just need to boldly take that
Oh,
last
honey.
step toward the Era Nova.
But in the
And
trailer
Access
just
so
now,
cool.
it seems like Finan is
Mhm.
gonna go through a
RP a real
lot.
one.
I saw a few scenes that looked like flashbacks, and I think I even saw a different form of him.
The truth of Amphoris is about to reveal itself. I assume everyone can already tell that all that's happened in Amphoris is not as simple as it seems.
Indeed. For example, when we went to fight Aquila, we noticed that the Eye of Twilight seemed unusually high-tech.
And when the Dawn device went out, many of the structures in Akuma and the vortex of Genesis started showing strange textures. It was like the whole world was peeling off.
Mm-hmm. Why don't we take a look
I
back
love
at our whole
Albert.
journey so far in Amphoris and lay out our suspicions and clues we have. First, at the end of the 3.3 story, the geniuses...
Whoa, let's not say what's at the end of the 3.3 story. We haven't finished that yet, because someone keeps being late.
Maybe the chess pieces themselves can overturn the board. The hero's Era Nova could affect the worlds beyond the sky, and the Trailblazers' choices may also
Can I
determine
point
the
out
future
the,
of the
Uh-huh.
pixel
Before the Era Nova
chimera?
actually arrives, there's no way to tell what it will bring.
I didn't
The
even notice
Trailblazers have already
her.
done so much for Amphorius. I don't want them to have to experience the unknown of Era Nova.
As someone from beyond the sky, they already risked a lot by taking on a demigod's divine authority. If something were to happen in the Era Nova,
Another one showed up.
We
Another
can't
one
let
showed
them
up.
stay. They have to listen to Finan and go home.
They're so
Well
cute.
said. The Trailblazers won't betray the
Golden
sincerity of
apple.
Nova.
Aw.
However, their fate will still be tied to that of Amphorius. They'll be returning to the battlefield with a very important mission.
On the other hand, I suspect many of our audience members, like me, have some questions about Finan. That Finan we saw in the Vortex of Genesis at the end of the 3.3 story? Why was his name hidden?
Ooh.
Well, maybe that Finan isn't the one we're all familiar with.
Oh,
Can you
Kevin.
pause for a second?
Mhm.
Why?
I'm gonna tell my brothers to quiet down.
Okay. Oh, so you want to hear a story, Ray? From earlier
Yeah.
today?
Mhm.
I had my phone in one hand and my cup, my, like, glass for water in the other. There was only a little bit of water left. I came to the kitchen to, like, refill it. But there wasn't that much water left. And so, my back was itchy. instead of putting my phone in my pocket, I use my left hand with the cups to go scratch my back. But I just poured water all down my back.
Oh my goodness.
And everyone was in the kitchen, or not in the kitchen, but like in the dining room, living room. And so I just like set the cup down and casually like walked like sideways like a crab, like with my back to the wall all the way back to my room. My mom like stopped me on the way. I'm like, yeah, okay, see ya. So I didn't look like an idiot. Good times.
Oh my gosh.
Anywho,
In the vortex of Genesis, at the end of the 3.3 story? Why was his name hidden?
Well, maybe that Finan isn't the one we're all familiar with.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. But I'll leave the specific details for everyone to find out themselves in the game in version 3.4. I've actually got some other information to reveal to you.
okay.
What kind of information?
Following the story's progress, as I've written, we'll receive a big update in this version. In these records that we've kept, you will be able to catch a glimpse of Amphoris's true nature.
Before,
Okay.
as I've
Ooh.
written, was like a storybook, keeping record of our friends' stories.
Okay.
Now, even its appearance has changed. It feels like something big is about to happen.
It looks like it's turned into some kind of database.
You can use this system to unlock even more of Amphoris's secrets.
Indeed.
That's right.
True.
Aside from the major updates too, as I've written, the long-awaited skip dialogue feature, which was previously announced, is finally going live in version 3.4.
There's that.
Story dialogue can now be skipped by section, with plot summaries and the main characters that appeared in each
I
section.
mean, I'm not gonna use
displayed
that
along the way.
because,
Now you can choose the pace of storytelling.
but if for some
based on your
reason
own
my
preferences.
game,
In version 3.6,
I have to close the game or the game
also
crashes,
story
that'll be
recap
useful.
function.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
this is what
But
I
of
want.
course, as we move into version
Story recap.
3.4,
Oh,
let's
yeah,
the
take
story
the final
recap.
step of the prophecy together and witness the truth and the fate of this world. And the myriad celestia that Mr. Shaoji hinted at in the version 3.2 preview is finally going live soon.
Oh, you mean what's happening beyond the sky? Is it also related to Amphorius and Era Nova?
We'll have to keep it a secret for now. Meanwhile, we'll be releasing an animated short. This animated short contains a very important part of the story in version 3.4.
Ooh, I love me some animated
And
shorts.
give you a little teaser. This
Yeah.
short will come with its own original theme song.
Yo!
So don't miss it.
Oh.
I love Hoyo
Can't
songs.
wait to dive into
Okay,
the
wait,
new
that's
story already.
so exciting.
Next, why don't we
Damn, they gonna
turn
have an
our
own anime
attention to
opening?
our good friend
I hope
Violet
so.
And take a look at his story together.
Yeah.
Yo. Yo, he's so sick. That's awesome.
This is gonna be so cool.
Literally a playable boss.
I know.
Damn! They going out like the dinosaurs. That's a KPG extinction.
Oh my gosh.
Chicxulub funny moments.
What in the world happened to Finan to make him change this much?
This is nothing like the warm, sunny person we all know. Now he seems strange and formidable.
Yeah, there's a lot of like
Could you elaborate?
angel motifs with I almost said Sunday. Sunday as well. But
Yeah, Sunday as well.
Fane and everyone. But I mean he literally has this like halo thing. This very
But behind
They're not
that
like feathery
kindness and
wings, but they're very flowy.
Finan carries the expectations of many.
But the other
He is the
form is more
deliverer
like
chosen
a...
by the prophecy.
Feels very
And
like
Aglaya's
fallen
handpicked
angel. It's very
successor of the
dark,
flame
glowing
chase
yellow
journey.
eyes, almost
Aglaya
like
even used
Sith
her own
eyes
death
from like
to
Star
set
Wars
him
or
up for
something.
success by making
Yeah.
the Council of Elders
And
yeah,
it's just
definitely.
complete
criticism
destruction, like
and allowing
red sky,
Finan to step up and
meteor.
Yeah,
Mhm.
all of us have high hopes for him.
Yeah.
It's almost
Some
like,
even call him
I don't
the
know.
deliverer of Amphorius. Even Cypher, who barely ever showed her face, used to call him
It's like
Little
two
Deliverer
polar
Boy.
opposites in one
It's
body.
as if everyone
Very
just
interesting.
assumes that he'll be a savior.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious. What was Finan like before he joined the flame chase journey? Was he one of those perfect kids everyone got compared to?
Before the flame chase journey, guess we've got to go back to my hometown, Ides Elysiae. It was a
Yes, this place is
small,
very pretty.
remote village. Nothing
Oh, it's
flashy,
beautiful.
but far away from the chaos.
It
Ooh,
kind of
sounds
reminds
like a
me of
real
Liyue,
peaceful
if I'm being
place.
honest. But also a little of
was.
Inazuma.
And even though the village
Yeah,
was
it's like
small, everyone got
Liyue-
along really well.
Liyue colors, but
colors
Inazuma
scheme,
vibe.
but
Beautiful
Inazu-
rivers,
yeah.
and mountains, and even a forest.
Okay, this is Sumeru vibe.
That forest is home to all kinds of little fairies. When I was
Literally.
little, I'd go exploring the woods.
Hold
and
on.
visit those-
No. You ain't pulling a quick one on me. I see these little mem-like creatures everywhere.
I didn't even notice.
Rivers and mountains.
Yeah, then
and even a
purposely put them in
forest.
the background. I see one
That
there,
forest
one
was home
there.
to all kinds of little fairies. When I was little, I'd
One
go
there.
exploring the woods and visit those cute fairies.
I have a sharp
When
eye.
I wasn't exploring, I'd go play with my
Yeah.
friends by the sea. We pretended to be heroes from the old stories and practiced our
Yeah, so they...
swordsmanship.
I assume those are the
When
little
we got
fairies
tired,
he
we
was
went to lie
referring
down
to.
in the wheat fields
guess
until we got
so.
called home for dinner.
No strife, no invaders, or any of that deliverance crisis stuff?
Yeah, this is probably one of the prettiest... No, this is the prettiest map
Fields
they've
look
ever
gorgeous
made.
too. Lying there, surrounded by
Yeah.
golden waves of wheat, with the breeze carrying that sweet malted scent. Oh, just the thought of it is enough to get me excited.
And guess what? You won't have to imagine for long. In version 3.4, we get to explore Ides Elysiae alongside the Trailblazer. Learn about Finan's past, how he became a warrior, joined the flame chase, and grew into the person he is today.
I'm so excited.
From a carefree little kid to the deliverer carrying everyone's hopes. You've really come a long way.
These days, Finan just gives off this heaviness. Like he'd still press on no matter how exhausted, just to live up to everyone's expectations.
Amphorius needed a hero, so he became one. The Chrysos heirs needed hope and a leader, so that's who he became. Looking back at the main art for this version, even though Finan's face is still the same, his whole vibe has shifted. His gaze is now sharp and commanding, completely different from before. Now we're just one
You know,
step
the
away from
golden,
Aaron Noah.
like, flowing down from his
Prophecy foretold.
hand
The deepest
reminds me
roots
of, like, the
about to come
first
to light.
shot in the original
trials
Amphorius
lie
trailer.
And what choices
Remember
we
when
finally make.
Fight was like had that
Hero's
there was like
journey
that
is
golden like
never
fountain he was
easy.
splashing the golden
But
water
if
on
the will in
him?
your heart is strong enough,
That's what it
Wait,
reminds me
yeah.
of.
burn you out. If anything, every trial is just
I
a forge for
remember.
an even brighter soul. I am more than ready.
Well
I haven't
said.
looked back at that trailer. I should look
Let's
back at
let
it
everyone
at some point
experience it
to
all
like see like
themselves.
what can I
It is
connect
just
from what's
3.4.
happened so far.
Now let's take a look at how Finan performs in
Is there something that still hasn't
got it.
happened yet in the trailer? I
I'll
wonder.
first show up in the familiar form
I
everyone
wonder.
knows. When using my skill, I'll deal damage to one
Let
there be
designated
light.
enemy
Yeah,
and
okay.
adjacent targets.
Mhm.
The use of my skill also grants me core flames. Once I've
Core
collected enough
flames.
of them, I
Oh,
can
that's why
activate
there's
my
12.
ultimate.
Yeah, okay.
Wait. So
Oh,
core
okay.
flames only come from using your skill?
Not
Pyrrhic
at all.
corpus.
Finan can also gain
That is
core
Latin
flames
and a
when he's
half.
selected as a target by a
Yeah.
teammate or enemy ability. If he is
Okay.
the target of a teammate's ability,
So he's-
Finan will deal even
Interesting.
more damage.
Okay, so
When
you're
I use
12
my
characters
ultimate,
like
I'll create a
Sparkle
territory
and
and
Sunday
transform.
and Branya.
After transforming, Finan powers up massively. Teammates temporarily retreat and can't take action while he faces the enemy head-on with newfound strength.
All alone? That sounds way too risky.
No worries.
That's crazy, bro.
All the talents and muscles
That's
Finan
crazy.
teammates still stay active to provide
He
him with
kind of looks like
much-needed
My
support.
Day. In
Okay,
his...
that's
Exactly. After using the core flames to
that
transform,
background also looks
I have
awesome.
access to the powers
Ooh.
of 3 kinds of titans.
Yeah, it looks
Creation,
really good.
Calamity, and Foundation. Each with
Ah.
a brand new ability.
Care
Okay.
to elaborate on that?
Tapping into the power of the
Okay, that's
creation
good that the
titans,
buffs
I can
stay
deal damage to
during
one
this one.
designated enemy and adjacent targets. Calling upon the power of the Calamity Titans, I'll enter a
Skull
special
Scorch
state
Edict.
called
Oh, what was the
Soul-
other one called?
Calling up Titans, I can deal
Creation
damage to one
Bloodthorn
desi-
Fairy.
I'll enter a special state called Soul
Ooh.
Scorch. In this state,
Okay.
I'll force all enemies to immediately take action, during which I receive reduced damage, and each hit I take builds up the Soul Scorch stack.
Okay,
Once
so it's
all
like an
enemies have
ultra
taken action,
counter.
I retaliate.
Of course, every
Dealing
physical
damage to
destruction
all
character
enemies and
has to
then
have a
unleashing
counter.
multiple instances of damage on one
Clear it
random
in,
enemy.
and then you lead it in. Now we got fine.
The more Soul Scorch stacks he's got, the stronger that
Right, your
counterattack
background.
is.
Using these 2 abilities also grants me an exclusive charge called Scourge, which fuels my 3rd ability. With the power of the Foundation Titans,
Okay, sorry.
I dispel all debuffs on myself, then use Scourge Charge to deal bounce damage. If I've maxed out the consumable Scourge Charge, I also slam all enemies with extra damage.
Okay,
Once
wait, what was
Soul
Scourge?
Scorch
Hold
stacks
on.
he's got,
Exclusive charge called Scourge, which
Okay.
fuels my 3rd ability. With the power of the Foundation Titans, I dispel all debuffs on myself, then use Scourge Charge to deal bounce damage. If I've maxed out the consumable Scourge Charge, I also slam all enemies with extra damage.
Okay,
once all his actions have
interesting.
been used up, Finan will unleash one final blow, hitting all enemies
Divine
before
Vessel.
removing the
Or
territory.
Fate Divine Vessel.
Finan's technique is pretty unique too.
Give me that. I actually didn't see what the
Interesting.
Scourge Charge. I
Foundation
also slam
Stardust
all enemies-
verdict.
He's in a
Very
certain
cool.
radius. If the normal
Give me
enemies,
that.
they're immediately wiped
But,
out
like-
without even sure.
Hold on,
Skill
what?
and,
Pretty unique too. Upon casting
Oh.
it, Finan instantly strikes all enemies in a certain radius. If the normal enemies, they're immediately wiped out without even triggering
Oh,
a
okay.
attack.
Motherfucking.
Okay, buddy.
All
Damn.
enemies? That's nuts.
Of course, power comes with a cost.
Oh my gosh.
This technique consumes 2 technique points.
If the technique misses,
But
it won't cost
he
any
has
points.
8.
Plus, when Finan's in the team,
That's
the technique
insane.
point cap goes up by 3.
When I
Yeah.
use my technique to
That's
enter combat,
insane.
I'll also
Yeah.
regenerate energy for my teammates. In addition, at the start of each wave, I'll deal
Bro
damage
thinks
to
he's
all
well. He got
enemies
that black
and gain
hole.
Scourge.
Except
I know.
it actually
literally, I was about to say
destroys
that.
stuff.
All right. Now that we've wrapped up Finan's combat abilities, it's time to
Saber,
bring you
saber,
some updates
saber.
on a few
Saber.
familiar faces. In version 3.4,
I can't wait for Saber.
Silverwolf, Blade, Kafka, and
Oh.
Jing Liu.
Oh, they're talking about, the
all
box.
Getting some
Yes.
serious enhancements.
I want to know what they are. I want to know what they are. I've been waiting.
Oh, Mr. Albert, please do tell us what's changing.
Let's start.
How
with
can I make my
Silverwolf.
Silverwolf meta again?
After the
Let me
optimizations,
know.
Her ultimate now lowers the defense of all enemies
Okay.
instead of just one.
That's perfect.
Oh, so it's AoE now, not single target.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Meanwhile, she'll prioritize
What?
adding a weakness that matches the type of the first character in your lineup.
Oh, okay.
Silverwolf will regenerate extra energy at the start of combat and the beginning of each turn.
That's very great.
Makes
Ooh.
it a lot easier to apply
That's
the
really
I don't know
weakness you
how
actually
much
want.
that'll help her, but it'll definitely make her not useless.
Next up,
That's for sure.
Kafka.
Yeah.
She's definitely a better alternative than
Kafka's
Pela.
skill will trigger more DLT
So,
on
sure.
enemies.
You know,
And
people
whenever a
don't
teammate
have
hits an enemy target with
many
any kind of attack,
Nihili options for
Kafka
Akron.
will launch
Me
a
and you.
follow-up attack.
Should be a lot better.
After locking certain traces, the
Alright,
follow-up
Kafka.
attack can also trigger extra
Okay.
DOT on the enemy. And using her
Ooh.
ultimate recovers the number of times the follow-up attack can be triggered.
So
Wait,
basically,
what? I didn't
Kafka
understand what
Attack.
this. Hold on.
T on enemy.
Um.
After the buffs, Kafka's skill will trigger more DOT on enemies.
Okay.
Whenever a teammate hits an enemy target with any kind of attack, Kafka will launch a follow-up attack.
Okay, so it's not a normal
After
attack
locking
anymore,
certain
which is
traces,
good, because that was
the
silly.
follow-up attack can also trigger extra DOT on the enemy.
Okay.
And using her ultimate recovers the number of times the follow-up attack can be triggered.
So basically, Kafka's got more frequent follow-up attacks,
Uh-huh.
better efficiency applying debuffs, and an overall boost
Okay.
to DOT output.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
Sure.
And
Yeah,
now
that's
for
really
Blade.
good.
After the
All right, Blade, I want to hear
will
this.
deal damage to
I'm
enemies
so excited
based on
for
his
Blade.
max HP. When Blade enters the Hellscape state, he is more likely to be attacked, and his follow-up attacks will regenerate extra energy.
Okay.
Sounds like Blake can trigger more follow-ups and
That's
use
good.
his ultimate more often, meaning his total damage output's gonna spike.
Good observation. A change will happen to Jing Liu as well.
Okay.
Now she'll deal damage to enemies
Okay.
based on her max HP. Each
Oh.
time a teammate loses
Interesting.
HP, Jing Liu stacks extra crit damage. After she enters the
Ooh.
spectral transmigration state, she'll also gain a stack of syzygy. That means the spectral transmigration state lasts longer, and
That's
the overall
good.
damage output climbs even higher accordingly.
Our old friends sure are getting some solid upgrades.
Those are some pretty good
But with all
buffs.
these ability reworks, will
Yeah.
their Eidolons be affected?
Oh, don't worry, Professor Anaxa. Some of our old friends' Eidolons will be tweaked to better match the revamped kits, making sure
Okay.
everything stays
Not that it
in sync.
really matters
But
too
what
much
if
for
someone wants to stick
me?
with their
Yeah.
previous version of their abilities?
That won't be a problem. You can switch between our friends' ability modes freely. So choose whichever version you like best. For
Wow,
more
I didn't have to do
details,
that, but
be
that's
sure to
cool.
keep an eye out.
I mean, I'm not
That's
gonna
really
make
nice.
myself. I'm not gonna make my life harder. I'm switching the enhanced ones only, but
Ability viewer.
Yeah, literally.
One more old friend of ours is getting something new this time around.
I guess it's a good feature for the sweats.
In version 3.4,
That's true.
Firefly's
Folks are probably
brand new
really
outfit,
happy.
Huh? Firefly
Remixer, is
outfit?
making its debut.
Look at that.
Huh? No. Let me. I need to see this. She's my favorite character of all time.
This is what I got spoiled on.
No. Yo. Sam changes too. Okay.
With her school uniform on, Firefly looks
They
more
had to do a
youthful
school
than ever.
uniform, bro. That's
And that
crazy.
Firefly
They know the
she
community
carried
way
on her
too well.
chest, you can tell she put a lot of thought into picking it out.
But you know
Maybe
what?
she even asked
really
for fashion
makes this
advice
really
from her
scary-
fellow
Can you
Stellar
pause for a sec?
hunters.
I saw a thing whenever I got spoiled on it that they were really happy that they added that because Firefly had a wish that if she was from like a normal planet and got to live normally, she wanted to go to school.
Oh.
And that was her one wish. And so that now they
I don't
gave
know
her
where
that
that's-
wish, kind of.
I don't know where that's from, but
It
cool.
looked like it was from her voice line, but
Hmm.
it could be from like a quest or something. But I thought that was adorable.
Yeah, I've listened to her voice lines, I believe. Sure, it wasn't a character story.
I think.
Okay,
think it was
I haven't
voice-
read those. So, all right, I
Yeah.
believe you. I thought I listened to her all her voice line. Maybe I skipped a few. Anywho,
Maybe.
yeah.
But yeah, I really love that because
Hey, R.I.P. my wallet.
Well, Miss
You got me
Coffee
hooked
does have
on
an
it.
option
Yeah.
You
now.
know exactly
She
what
talked
I
a lot
want.
about it behind the scenes.
yeah.
Even her
That's
mechs had a
crazy. Earlier
makeover.
today, you were talking about HSR outfits. I'm like, man, I don't think they're gonna do that for a long time.
I know. If you'll remember, I had to be like, yeah, I don't think so either. Remember that? I had to like go along with it when secretly I was like,
You
oh
think
my
she
gosh,
spruces
she's
it up during
gonna be so
downtime to
excited.
match her outfit changes?
Bruh,
Oh,
they know
totally
me too
possible.
well. They know me.
If I had
This
a
is
man,
just for me. I'm just calling it right
coordinated
now.
with my outfit. New theme, new colors. The whole look has to be consistent. You'll be able to grab Firefly's new look from the contract shop using Oniric Shards. And again, please stay tuned for further details and future official announcements. Next, let's take a look at this
I love
version's
Owlbert.
banners.
Oh yeah, the
Version
banners.
3.4
Oh, banners.
first
Kind of
half warp event, Trailblazers
I like how both during the Genshin special program and the HSR, I'm like, I'm just so focused on all this stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, banners. Because usually I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
what are the banners? What are the banners? But both
Yes.
this week and then the Genshin 2 weeks ago, I'm like, oh yeah, the banners. I kind of forgot.
acquire the limited 5-star
All right,
character.
let's see it.
Like that's kind of important.
The limited 5-star light cone, thus burns the dawn, will have a boosted drive.
Very different art.
Also, a brand new 4-star
Ooh.
light cone for the Path of Remembrance.
Oh, I want that
Ooh.
one.
Next
I
week
want that one.
is
That's
being
very
added to
pretty.
the first half banner.
That's
At the same
beautiful.
time,
Oh.
we'll also kick off a special warp
I have
event.
all three of
Limited
those
5-star
characters. Hey Ray,
Oh,
you can
wow.
get you can get
Sunday
Sparkle
and
if you want.
Sparkle are
Yeah.
coming back. Plus,
Sparkle,
5-star light
yeah.
cones is
Sparkle be
time
a-
for a flower, a grounded ascent. and
Oh my gosh, I'm
Early
actually so
Escapade
excited
will
about that.
return as well. In the second half of version 3.4,
Oh!
we've got another round of special warp events.
Oh!
Limited 5-star
Firefly,
characters,
Jiggly
Firefly,
and
Oh,
Blade.
Jiggly
and Blade will be back along with the limited 5-star light
Cool.
cones. Whereabouts your dreams rest, I shall be.
Damn,
my
this is a
own
lot of
sword
banners.
and the unreachable
Yeah.
side.
Two of our newly buffed old friends are making a comeback in this version. What about Kafka and Silverwolf?
Here's a little sneak peek. Limited 5-star characters, Kafka and Silver Wolf, will be back in version 3.5. And the limited 5-star light cones, Patience is All You Need, and Incessant Rain will rerun as well.
Nice.
Wow, the first time they've ever told us banners before.
8 new 4-star
Oh.
light cones will be added to the
that's
nameless
so
Oliver
pretty.
Wolf.
Okay, hold on. I need to look at these. So there's 8 new 4-star light cones is crazy. So it's just, it's Little Cypher. Okay, this one's cute with
Hey, Cypher.
it's Cass
that?
and what's her sister's
Oh,
name?
and her sister.
It's at the tip of my tongue. I can't remember it. It's Polixia.
Oh yeah, Polixia.
And I think this is Triby and her mom right here.
New
Or I guess
4-star
Tribios and
light
her mom.
cones will be added
Yeah.
to the nameless Oliver Wolf.
Oh, Young Maide. We've never seen that before.
Ooh.
It's like fighting a sea
Quite a few
monster.
familiar faces
Yeah.
on the light cones.
Fan
There are
and
a few
casual
mini versions
clothes.
of Chrysos Heirs.
Cyanacine and Liga's gotten overheated in the back.
Oh my god.
Finan really
Ooh.
does enjoy
It's an
spending his
Axel
days
one.
in the wheat fields.
Oh, that's sick.
Ooh.
And then this is
Nature's mattress.
What is this one? That's supposed to be Little Aglaya? No. Who is that?
Who is that?
I'm.
Maybe little Feynman?
It's not.
No.
There was
definitely
always
not.
there's already a. Let's see. There's Chibi Cipher. It's not Aglaya. It's similar hair color, but it's not Aglaya because the eyes are a different color.
Yeah.
I was just thinking maybe it's Aglaya because her like eye she was like blind, but I don't think that would change her eye color. I have no idea who that's supposed to be.
It wouldn't be Saber, cause
No. Journey Forever Peaceful.
who's blonde?
Walter. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Let's see. So there was Triby, Cypher, Hyacine, Annexa, Feynman, one, Casterus, one, Amida. I think that's all the showed characters that have been released. So who's this? I mean, it's a kid version of either a character we should know about, or
Yeah. I mean, Aglaya's the only one I would think, but that doesn't look like her.
I'm not sure. Is that supposed? No. I have no idea who that's supposed to be.
I'm so curious now.
And it's not Hysolens or Ceridra
Cyrene.
or Cyrene.
Yeah.
But I have no idea who that's supposed to be.
Can't
That's
beat
so
that
odd.
level of comfort.
For sure.
And are these for
Finan really
There are
Cones will be added to the nameless honor rewards in version 3.4.
Oh, it's Battle Pass ones. Frick! Come on, bro.
Oh no.
Man, all these cool
like
icons on Battle Pass. That's
There are a few
crazy.
mini versions of Chrysos Heirs.
looks like Finan really does enjoy spending his days in the wheat fields.
Nature's mattress. Can't beat that level of comfort.
Just gotta
For
wonder
sure.
how that's supposed to be,
Alright,
bro.
let's take a quick break. There's still more
Yeah.
version 3.4
Look, there's two more
content coming
chimeras.
your way. Take a look at the events.
Origami
this
Bird
week.
Clash Official
The
Edition.
good news comes from Penacony at the other end of the
Okay.
Origami Bird Clash is about to
Okay.
return in version 3.4.
Is that the cute match 3 game?
That's
Yeah.
right. The International Peace Corporation has officially sponsored Origami Bird Clash and hopes to promote this arcade game full of Pentaconian flavor throughout the whole cosmos. And the first step to starting that grand venture will be to open up the original shop arcade on the Trailblazers Radiant Feldspar.
There needs to be some new game modes for the game to make a name for itself, right?
Of course. This time, the 2 players will take turns acting on the same field, and every player has a set number of moves. You can eliminate 4 or more fruits.
Wait, so
to
this
form
is
bombs and
multiplayer.
obtain extra moves.
The other one had
You can also
multiplayer
get
too.
extra
You just never got
moves
to
when
play
swap
it
2
because you
super
were
bombs to
way
trigger
too
a
late.
combo elimination.
Oh no!
There were many
Oh.
patches late, and
Obstacles
they
popping up on the field.
they removed multiplayer
How are we
after
supposed to
you
deal
know
with
the
those?
patch ended.
Not to worry.
That
In
it
this
came out.
version of the Origami
Yeah.
Bird Clash, there will be lots of new items that can help you in battle. For example,
But it
Shadow
looks like
and
the
Hammer
mechanics
can
are
eliminate
different.
any individual fruit or obstacle.
And there's items
Spicy
now.
Bomb can turn a fruit into a bomb, and Reset Cube can reset all fruits on the field.
Hmm.
Leveling up items will also make them more powerful.
As long as you pick the right item at the right time, you can turn the tide and deliver a powerful blow to your opponent.
There are plenty of familiar faces among our opponents this time.
Yay!
Of course, it's freaking Boyle on our JT, bro.
Still battle against many old friends in this event.
Anytime they want
In
something
addition
funny,
to
they had those
participating
two.
in story challenges.
Yeah.
Trailblazers
That's a good
can
choice,
also
though.
do open challenges with friends from across the universe. This multiplayer mode won't end with version 3.4 either.
Okay, yeah,
Origami
I figured.
Bird Clash will replace the Seal Slammers multiplayer mode and become the new long-term co-op game mode.
We're done slamming seals. Now it's time for slamming paper birds.
All right, let us continue with more version content. Our old
All
friend,
right,
Gift
what's
of
next?
Odyssey
All right, Gift of
returns as usual in
Odyssey.
Yeah,
version
that's-
3.4.
Free
The
pulls.
Planar
Love
Fissure
it.
and Realm of
Planar
the Strange
Fisher,
events
yeah,
will
as
also return.
always.
Complete the challenges
Cool.
to get double rewards.
Yep.
Cool,
In
cool.
version 3.4, Stagnant Shadow,
Ooh.
Shape of Cinders, will also come online.
All right.
And you can obtain the Ascension material,
That's
Charred
beautiful.
Bud of Twilight, for wind characters upon completing the challenge.
Wind characters, so it'll be
At the
for
same time,
Saber.
The planar
Ooh, those
ornaments,
planars.
Oh.
Arcadia of Woven Dreams, and
Those
Revelry
are
by
really
the
cool.
Sea
I
Those are
like
very
those.
pretty.
also come
Mem has
online.
Mem.
Trailblazers can
I don't know
obtain
if it's
them
Mem.
in the Divergent universe.
That's like Mem's cousin.
Why did my seat collapse?
Mom.
Yeah.
In addition, I'd like to share with you some information about a few events outside the game.
It's Fem.
First, the annual Hoyo Fest Off-White exhibition will begin in July. This year's event venues have been completely upgraded, and the events will be held in core cities in 6 Southeast Asian countries.
That's right. We've also prepared a lot of event missions and new merchandise. Please follow our official channels for details about the events and tickets.
Cute.
Professional super host.
What's going on?
Oh, goodness, Albert.
no.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh no.
Not my time yet.
Oh, Aventurine.
Not your world as the concept of a holy grail. Welcome
All right, this
to
is
the
about
live
the-
stage of the Honkai Star Rail and Fate's Day Night Unlimited Blade Works.
Unlimited Blade
Works.
Ah, long time no see, everyone.
I missed
I'm Aventurine from the
Aventurine.
Interastral Peace Corporation.
Howdy, Galaxy Ranger
I
Boothead.
like how they do
At your
like the
service.
characters
Welcome, both of you.
instead of just the VAs. Like I like how
Yeah.
Genshin does the
Apparently
VAs
been
and
summoned
HSR
by
does
That way you get a little bit of both.
to be this
Yeah.
show's host today.
Albert, could your class be speaker?
Son of a gun. Ah, that's funny.
Maybe you two can call me presenter instead. That sounds nicer.
Well, presenter doesn't sound half bad. In that case, why don't you present the situation to our audience? Explain what you meant by summoned by the Holy Grail and why we've arrived at Penacony.
Because Penacony's awesome.
Yeah.
Soon after the ripples of the Charmony Festival had calmed, the Trailblazer received a secret invitation from Old Odie head of the Alfalfa family.
Yeah, I did
It
see
turns
Odie
out
there
that
in the
old
trailer.
Jen is planning a brand
Oh,
new
yeah,
entertainment
I think I
spectacle
did.
called Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War.
Wow. Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War.
Interesting.
Sounds like a Holy Grail War is taking place in the Sweet Dream.
That's right. But I have no idea where old Odie got his Holy Grail from. Let me give a brief explanation of everything here. It's said that the Holy Grail is a wish-granting chalice that can manifest any miracle. And the Holy Grail War is a magecraft ritual for obtaining that power. As long as you win in the brutal contest of the Holy Grail
Damn,
War,
the background music go
Grail
crazy.
fulfill your wishes.
That dadgum
Yeah.
Bubba Boo Charmony Festival has only just concluded, and they're putting on a new show already.
Hey, don't forget that Penacony prides itself on being a holiday resort. How are they gonna attract tourists if they don't have any events? Besides, didn't the last Charmony Festival have a little accident? I mean, that probably wasn't great for Penacony's image. The family's definitely gonna want to find another opportunity to generate some buzz.
Well, I heard that old Odie hopes to make the Penacony and Holy Grail War into a new show that rivals the Charmony Festival.
Yeah, I wonder how
Therefore,
the
returning Penacony
they're
to
like
the
in
cosmic
lore they're gonna
limelight.
With dreams
like
as the game,
how did these
so it
you know
should
characters
attract
get
a lot
here?
of money and a lot of
I'm
dreams.
very curious.
Okay, Santa
I bet
Bert.
old Odie is thinking the same thing.
This
He turned into
Sweet
Santa
Dreams
Claus.
and the Holy Grail War program will be conducted in Penacony. The 7 invited participants will summon famous historical figures to fight alongside them as their
Okay, that's how they're gonna do
And
it.
the
It's
final
literally
winner will
Ooh.
receive a
it's literally
precious
fate. They're
opportunity
summoning
to make
heroic
their
spirits.
wish come true.
Oh wow.
Chance to make any wish and any miracle come true. Well, that's definitely a nice gimmick. But, as we all know, people die if they're killed. Bullets don't
No shit.
discriminate. So if someone gets caught in the crossfire,
People die after go.
Just to show it, everyone, the Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War production crew hereby swear that no one's life will be in danger in the dream. Everyone can participate and watch in peace.
All right, all right. Well, since it's you, Owlbird, I'll believe it for now. So, who's participating?
To start off, the owner
Who
of the
is
Radio
participating?
Bell Spa, shareholder
Woo!
of Penacony Superstar, that's so glad for stepping in. Our dear Trailblazer will be participating.
Oh, so
Style.
Trailblazer will be taking part in another adventure.
Yay!
That's
We're
right.
included.
In addition, Miss Robin will also
Yeah,
be
we
a
did see
part of
Robin.
this war.
Well, as another Penaconian
Yay,
shareholder,
Robin.
the
Yeah,
Analysis
Venturine,
Peace
obviously.
Corporation's
Yes.
Strategic Investment Department
I'm so
sent
excited.
me
We already
as their
get to see two of the
representative
best.
in the war.
The Galaxy
Yeah.
Ranger Boothill will also participate.
We've seen
course.
Helen and Robin recently, but Aventurine, it's been quite a long time.
I was just wondering,
Yeah.
why is a criminal wanted by the IPC participating in this?
Micah got an invitation too, but he has no time for this. I can't turn a blind eye when someone's in a tight spot, so helping out was the least I could do.
Looks like Mr. Boothill really has formed deep bonds with folks in Dreamflux Reef.
Well, apart from those we've mentioned, are there any other special participants that we've been looking forward to in this Holy Grail War?
Of course. Apart from local Penaconian heroic spirits, 3 very well-known heroic spirits will also arrive by the Grail Summon and participate in this Holy Grail War. They are respectively Saber, Archer,
Saber!
and Lancer.
That's what I'm talking
Lancer.
about.
Or Lancer doesn't get a card or a playable
Aw.
character.
Now, see? This is how you attract
Poor
attention.
Lancer, dang it.
Now we're
Damn,
gonna
he got
get
screwed
tons of
over in the
views.
anime. He gets
That's
screwed
why you
over
pay
in
big bucks
in the
to
game.
get the big names. As to what stories will unfold in this Sweet Dreams
Ooh,
and the
very
Holy
cool
Grail
art.
War,
Oh, that's really
and
pretty
who will
art.
forge a contract with who? Trailblazers will have to find out in the game. Here's a reminder that the Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works collaboration Trailblaze Continuance, Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail will officially start on July 11th.
11th. Yep.
So keep an eye out for it.
Ah.
Now let's learn more about Saber and Archer, our 2 heroic spirits from another world.
Oh,
Oh,
yes!
yeah.
Nice.
Saber's dress seems a little different
Interesting.
from
So there's
usual
no
now that
English
she's
voice
arrived
actor
in
for
Penacony.
Saber.
This
Oh,
is the
really?
planet of festivities after
It just
all.
says
You gotta
Chinese,
dress up for
Japanese,
the
Korean.
occasion.
That's
Exactly
odd.
right. The King of Knight's new outfit was personally designed.
So
by
how's that
Mr.
gonna work in the
Takashi Takeuchi.
quest?
Retains their iconic blue and white colors.
And her iconic ahoge.
That's right. It retains the nobility of a king and also emphasizes utility for a warrior. The lines along her shoulders and her cloak are straightforward, while the design of her skirt is quite reminiscent of timeless British fashion. As for how she looks in the game, well...
いつでも出陣できます。燃えかけ騎士の魂よ。はっ。ストライクエア。クイス。
Oh yeah, baby. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, this is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a Saber main.
Call me a biscuit. That Excalibur truly shows
I
her
bet
strength
so.
as a king.
Oh, talk about fancy visuals.
And how come the King of Knights is always stuffing her face? Even in Penacony.
Oh, looks like Penaconian food is very much to her liking.
That's right. You can't fight on an empty stomach. Now, let's see how the King of Knights performs.
That's very
in
odd
battle.
though that
Saber
she doesn't
is a
have
weak
a
character
English VA.
following the path of
Like,
Yeah,
how's that
I'm
gonna
really
work with the
curious about
Saber will
quest?
gain a certain amount of core resonance
Yeah.
when she enters battle. If she uses
she
her
even gonna-
technique in the overworld,
Yeah, I don't know.
Saber will obtain combat buffs and also more
She's
core
gonna speak in
resonance after
Japanese.
entering battle. When
She's
she
from a
uses her
foreign
basic
place, is
attack,
that?
she can deal damage to a
I
single
know, it's
That'd
just
be
weird.
fun.
Like, why
The
didn't they
King of
get
Knights is
the
cautious as
voice
ever in
actors
this
from
one.
the anime?
I see she's still hiding
Yeah.
her weapon's appearance and true name.
When she uses her skill, Saber will deal damage to one designated enemy and
Or maybe
its
she will be
adjacent
voiced, they just don't
targets.
have it ready yet.
If
Which would be
Saber
very
has
weird
enough
because they're
core
really cutting
resonance at that
close.
time, she'll consume
Yeah.
core resonance to regenerate massive amounts of energy for herself. and
I'm very
increase her
curious
skill's
about what they're going
damage.
to do with it now.
Yeah.
Who
In
knows?
other words, you need to accumulate as much core
Well, I'm
resonance
sure
as
they'll figure it
possible
out.
to increase the damage Saber deals.
Exactly.
Are there any other ways to obtain core resonance?
Yes, there are. Whenever any ally uses their ultimate,
Dragon Reactor
Saber
Core.
obtains core resonance and
That's an
increases
interesting
her
name for
own
a
damage
talent.
dealt.
Behold,
For
the King of Knights has dispelled invisible
that character.
air. Fire of the Wind King around her sword, releasing high-pressure air in the blink of an eye to form Strike Air. Hammer of the Wind King, dealing a devastating blow to the enemy. When using her ultimate, Saber will deal damage to all enemies and turn her
His
basic
name is
attack
literally
into
Excalibur, yeah.
enhanced basic attack. Her enhanced basic attack can damage
That's
all
funny.
enemies and provide Saber with a certain amount of core resonance. Also, during battle, if the sum of Saber's energy and the energy she can regenerate via consuming core resonance exceeds the amount of energy she needs to use her ultimate, Saber will immediately take action.
So if you
Interesting.
replenish core resonance in as many ways as possible, you can use Excalibur more frequently.
That's right. Not only does
Intere
the sword
Okay.
bear the King of Knights past, present, and future, but it also
Very
represents the noble
interesting.
ideal that was held in the hearts of the countless soldiers who once followed her in battle. Whew. All right, that concludes Saber's introduction. Now we'll move on to our next otherworldly heroic spirit, Archer.
Archer, yeah.
Archer.
Oh, seems like
Okay.
Archer cares about this
Interesting.
Holy
So he
Grail
doesn't have
war
a
very
English
much.
VA either.
He put on a new outfit too.
He even changed where his accessories go. Those decorations he had on his chest are now on his shoulders.
What sharp eyes you've got, dear guest. Archer's new outfit was also personally designed by Mr. Takashi Takeuchi. It has the classic
Awesome.
red and black look. The sharp contrasts, reminiscent of a blazing fire in the deep night, imbued with a dangerous allure. The combination of the long trench coat with skin-tight combat gear emphasizes his lean figure and is the perfect fusion of attractiveness
Interesting.
and strength.
Ah, you got that right.
I'm really
Director,
excited to see
show
how
us
he
the game
plays.
footage already.
Ooh, he looks so cool.
Yeah, of course he could just replicate. Yeah, and Lori can replicate any weapon, so it makes sense that it could replicate the bat.
Oh. Wait, so he has multiple weapons? Whoa, wait.
I am the bone of my
He's
soul.
so cool.
Unlimited. Blade works.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
So that's
I was hoping
unlimited
he'd say,
blade
I am
works?
the bone of my sword. They had to do it.
Yeah.
After all, Archer
I'm so
is a
glad I watched the
seasoned veteran
anime
of war.
before
I
this.
am the bone of my
Yeah.
sword.
Even
That
Book
sentence
said
sure
it.
brings back a lot of memories.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
Well, then let's take a look at Archer's combat performance in detail.
Okay. Archer is a quantum character following the path of the hunt.
Fourth quantum in
When
a
he
row.
uses his basic attack, Archer can deal damage to one designated
Hey, I
enemy.
complain. I love quantum.
Archer in close
Ooh.
combat.
Pancho and
That's pretty
Bakuya.
gutsy, I'll give him that.
That's right. But Archer hasn't exactly slacked off on his marksmanship training since coming to Penacony. When using his skill, Archer will consume 2
Khaled
skill
Bulg.
points to enter the
Big
circuit
spiral
connection
sword.
state, dealing damage to
Ooh,
one designated
That's a really
enemy.
cool name.
While in the circuit connection state, Archer's turn will not end after he uses his skill.
I saw
and he can
guys.
continue to use his skill until he runs
Bruh.
out of skill points.
Heads up. The more time
Yeah,
use
you're
this
gonna need,
skill
like,
consecutively,
it's not,
the more
you have to
damage Archer
have
deals
Sparkle to
damage.
use him properly.
Everyone knows
Yeah.
that a dual-wielding fighter
It
who
looks like
can't
he's
use
used
a
with,
double phantasm
Scythe,
isn't a good archer.
so-
And using his
Well,
Cypher's just a
Archer
generalist
will recite the
character.
classic chant to activate
Cypher
the
won't
limited
add
blade
anything.
wax, dealing
Cypher can be
damage
used
to
with
one enemy.
Apart from damaging the
plethora
enemy,
of characters.
Archer's ultimate also grants him
Gotcha,
special
okay.
charge. After any of his teammates' attacks, Archer will consume special charge to use a follow-up attack against the enemy targets, while also recovering 1 skill point for the team.
Oh, in
So you
that
want to
case,
use
there's no need to
Sparkle
worry
and
about running out of
2
skill
other
points.
characters that don't
He
use
just
much
couldn't
skill
help
points.
himself and had to use his favorite twin blades.
Gotcha.
When he uses his technique to enter battle, Archer will deal damage to
Clairvoyance.
all enemies and obtain special charge.
And that's a wrap on
Ooh,
Archer's
special
introduction.
charge.
Now, I have big news for everyone. From when the collab event starts on July
I mean, we already knew
11th
he was free,
and
bro.
until the end of version 3.6,
I was
Oh, the
saying,
end of
I
version
forgot that he was a
3.6.
5-star
Claim the
because he's
limited
free.
5-star collab character Archer for free.
Oh,
Nice.
awesome!
We
Awesome.
hope that under Archer's protection,
And it's,
every
oh, it says here
adventure
you can
the trailblazers
obtain
embark
materials that
on
can be used to
will
upgrade him
leap
to
open
level
the
up to
dark
level
clouds
60.
and become a
Nice.
saga
Oh, nice.
sown throughout the cosmos.
That's really
We also
helpful.
hope that your encounter, or for some of you, a reunion with the servants across this vast universe will bring you all wonderful memories in the days to come.
Oh, yeah. How about that?
Awesome.
The free new limited 5-star character mentioned during the anniversary celebration is finally here as promised.
Actually, there's even more! Later this year, Trailblazers will get another brand new limited 5-star character totally for free!
Huh?
Awesome!
Tell me more, Big Mama Albert.
Hold up. Did I hear him right?
Besides claiming Archer,
What did Albert say?
Trailblazers can
He said
also
later this year we're gonna get another 5-star totally for free.
Okay, Albert.
directly
Keep
obtain a
dishing
set
it
amount
out.
of character enhancement materials for
Bring
Archer.
me the good news.
Wow, how thoughtful.
All right, so what are the banner info? From it, it says from 3.4 to 3.6.
All right,
So
let's check
does
out
that
the
mean
details.
the banners
Once the
also
collab
last
starts
that
on
long?
July 11th, Trailblazers can use Star Rail special passes in the character
So
collaboration warps,
pretty.
Excalibur Excelsior, and the Bone of My Sword to obtain the limited
Yeah, we'll be out
5-star
for a long time
characters
after its
Saber
launch.
and Archer respectively. In the Light Cone collaboration warp, Trailblazers can get the limited 5-star Light Cone. I think it's
Damn, both those
Coronation
Light Cones are
from
awesome.
Birth of a King.
I might
and
get
the
both.
limited 5-star Light Cone.
Yeah.
The Hell Where
I'll
I
definitely get
Feel
Sabers.
Burn from Red Radiance of Fuyuki. In addition,
I mean, I
pretty
like both of
counts
theirs,
are
but I
shared between the
probably
character
realistically
collaboration
won't
warp
be getting
banners and also separately shared between the Light Cone collaboration banners. But neither carries over to other types of warps.
Okay.
It's worth mentioning here that the character and Light Cone collab
So wait,
banner,
Hana?
collaboration banner between the character Red
What is-
Radiance of Fuyuki.
I need to understand what.
In
That was
addition,
confusing.
pretty counts are shared between the character collaboration warp banners and also separately shared between the Light Cone collaboration banners. But neither
Okay,
carries
so
over
they're
to
saying
other
that
types of
the
warps.
pity's different, but it carries between both the
It's
Saber
worth mentioning
and
here that the
Archer.
character and Light Cone collab banners
And same with their Light Cones.
long term
Okay,
after
that's
the
good.
event starts.
Does long term mean even after versions 3.4 or 3.6 wrap up, you can still pull Saber, Archer, and the limited 5-star Lycones.
Exactly.
Oh,
These collab
even
banners
past
run
it.
across multiple versions with no fixed end date yet.
Oh, okay. So there's no planned end date yet.
Here's
That's
one
awesome.
more piece of news
Oh.
for you all. Throughout the entire
That's really
duration of
nice.
version 3.4, using Star Rail special passes for your warps will bring some special limited time discounts. After the collab event starts, when Trailblazer spend a designated number of Star Rail special passes, they can directly obtain the limited 5-star light cone, the hell where ideals burn.
Throughout
Wait.
all of version 3.0.
Wait. So you're telling me if I use 200 Star Rail passes, I get this light home for free?
You get it for free?
Well, I need to make sure I'm glad I've been saving. I'm glad I've been saving. That means I don't even need to pull for it. I just need to pull for Saber's light cone. Okay, sick.
Okay. Well, that's
So I just need
great.
to make sure that I hit that threshold of 200. Okay, I can.
Yeah, that's
think that
really nice. They're being
should
kind of
be-
generous.
Yes. Okay, I think that should it'll be tough, but theoretically speaking, I think that's very Yeah, I think it's
I think so,
100%
for sure.
doable. That's 100% doable. I think it is. Because
It definitely
I mean,
is.
like I already have like 70 polls saved up or something.
Lucky duck. Gosh.
You would be at that too, but you spent like 20.
Okay, well, it's fine.
3.4? In other words, after the 3.4 update and before the collab event starts, any Star Rail special passes used in the banners for Finan or other rerun characters will still count toward the total, right?
Yep, that's correct.
That's pretty crazy, bro.
Ooh.
And now, as the collab
right.
kicks off, the voice actors for Saber and Archer have some things they'd like to say to all of us. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll be back to hear their special messages.
Okay.
That's
これからマスターになる
awesome.
開拓者の皆さん、
だ
こんばん
Oh,
は。
okay.
セーバー役のカスメヤコです。崩壊スターレールとフェイトステイナイトアンリミテッドブレードワークスのコラボが間もなく開催ということで、私もとてもワクワクしています。この2つの作品にはどこか似ているものがあるなと感じました。剣を手に運命と立ち向かうセーバーの姿は、厳しい冒険の中でも前へと進み続ける開拓者の姿と似ているのではないかなと思いました。収録中
Her
は
voice is
フェイ
cool.
トとスターレールの世界観が混ざり合い、新たな魅力が生まれていくのを感じました。あまり多くは話せないのですが、セーバーがスターレールの世界でどのように信念と理想を貫いていくのか、ぜひお楽しみください。このコラボがたくさんの皆さんに楽しんでいただけたら嬉しいです。星々と聖杯が交わる旅の中で、あなただけの熱い思いとロマンに出会えますように。それでは最後に、開拓者よ、あなたが私のマスターか。
Alright.
これからマスターになる開拓者の皆さん、
Ooh, I like
こんばんは。
both of their
フェイ
voices,
トステイナイト
honestly.
でアーチャーを担当しております声優の諏
Suabe
訪部純一です。
Junichi.
崩壊スターレイルとフェイトステイナイトアンリミテッドブレードワークスのコラボが間もなく開催となります。赤い九兵はあまたの世界を旅してきましたが、ピノコニで繰り広げられる聖杯戦争は彼にとってこれまでとは全く違うものになるのではないでしょうか。崩壊スターレイルの世界でアーチャーが戦う姿が見られるのは本当に楽しみです。おなじみのキャラクターたちが未知の銀河で自分をどのように再定義していくのか、その行方をぜひ見届けてください。収録の際にアーチャーの戦闘シーン見せていただいたんですが、
Oh,
アンリミ
nice.
テッドブレードワークスの演出がとってもかっこよかったです。いや、気に入りました。素晴らしかったです。今回のコラボ企画の中でもアーチャーのかっこよさ存分にお楽しみいただけると思いますので、絶対にプレイしてくださいね。
Will do.
これはまたとんでもないマスターに引き当てられたものだ。
I like how
I'm
they had
really
one line
excited for them to come
I like how
out.
both of them had one line at the end where
Thanks
they
to our
were in
voice
character.
actors
It's
for
fun.
those thoughtful message.
Me too.
With the Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works collab about to launch, we want to take this opportunity on the program to sincerely thank all our partners in this collaboration. We would like to express our sincere gratitude to Mr. Kinoko Nazu and Mr. Takashi Takeuchi for their unwavering support from the earliest planning stages to the final implementation. And thank you to the Animation Production Committee and everyone else involved.
Hey, animation team, you did phenomenal. Those
They
ultimates and
did.
enhanced
Honestly,
attacks
it's
look
only with
sick.
this kind of dedication
Yeah.
that we can bring you all the
Those are some of my
ultimate joy.
favorite.
In order to showcase
Damn,
the
venturing.
Holy Grail
Pop
War
off,
from
Queen.
multiple angles and levels, the organizers
Like-
say that they've also prepared another combat-filled program, Fate Stay Night. It was a night with no wind and no moon under the cool breeze of Penacony.
Yo, this
Ooh.
collab is... I'm so excited for this collab.
Red-haired Lancer Destin.
I'm so excited for
Me
this patch
too.
in general. This patch was
I've never
crazy.
seen
Raising his
the anime
spear
before,
and
but I'm
utter
still
that
really
iconic
excited for the
line.
collab.
Yeah.
The goddess of beauty is the most
Ooh.
peerless beauty of them all.
Oh, so it's that red-haired Lancer.
You got it. After the sweet dreams in the Holy Grail War tournament, the genius Skullum made some modifications to the Holy Grail. Now, the Grail can load the simulated data of past striders through the user's memories. So in Fate Stay Night, Trailblazers will face off against many familiar and old friends in intense 1v1, V1 battles. Each contestant starts with unique skills and a set amount of health. Losing a round means
I
losing
love
health.
Albert.
When your health hits 0, you're out.
Is there a smart way to beat your
It's so
opponents?
funny when I was
At the
watching
start of the game,
Horror Mia,
Trailblazers
and I'm
get
like,
some free pieces.
hold
each
on a
with different
second, is that
classes
Albert?
grant different buffs.
Yeah.
You can merge
I bet that
identical
was
pieces
hilarious.
to upgrade.
I would have.
I didn't even realize it was like
died.
halfway into
Stronger
season
the
1, and I'm
buff.
like,
Pieces
Yeah.
of
hold on a
bonds
second.
between them too. Collect
Yeah.
enough pieces of the same class,
Oh my
and you
gosh.
activate special bond effects that give you a serious boost
I
in
think
battle.
that's Bill.
Looks like bonds are super important in this Holy Grail War, huh?
Absolutely. And that's not all. Trailblazers can also acquire
Damn.
noble phantasms.
Those noble
during
phantasms
battle for
look
extra
sick.
help. Plus, during combat, Trailblazers
They
can have the
do.
chance to get 3 command spells. Using these spells,
Ooh.
grants
Yo,
additional
they
buffs.
got... they
Command
did
spells,
the-
huh?
Yeah, command
I'm
spells.
curious.
Yay.
What role is the Trailblazer
I'll have
playing
to
this
explain all
time?
these terminologies to you, right, when we do the event.
This Grail.
Oh my
feels kind
gosh.
of off.
Yeah.
I'm glad I watched the anime, otherwise I would not understand like
Could
any
it
of these
be corrupted?
references.
Yeah,
You're
no.
right on the
I'm
mark.
glad that you did too. 'Cause
Trailblazers can increase the Holy
you can help me
Grail's
understand it.
corruption level to
Yeah.
unlock extra buff again. The higher the
I
corruption
saw the
level,
I
more
saw the
points you
characters
earn
drip
when you
market.
win.
I'm like,
Heads up.
yeah, I should probably watch the anime. It's been long enough time.
Yeah.
I've been putting it
Oh,
off for
but
too
don't worry
long.
too much.
Yeah, now's
After
the
all,
time.
This is a reality show competition.
The weapons
and
look
just
really
for
cool.
entertainment.
Or
They
not
do.
the weapons,
The
but
organizers
the...
of Fate Stay
Yeah, the noble
Night have also
phantasms,
prepared a
which most of
special
which are
protected
weapons.
mode competition.
Yeah.
In protected mode, Trailblazers can fight using trial characters.
Okay.
And enemy strength
That's-
is toned down.
Ah, this way, new Trailblazers can jump in and fully enjoy the Holy Grail War experience.
like that.
The production team cordially invites everyone watching to stay the night. Experience some epic battle action.
And score yourself some stellar jades and other awesome rewards.
I like these
Now,
three.
just a quick
It's
reminder,
weirdly
this
fun.
Honkai Star Rail and Fate
I didn't
Stay
think
Night
these
Unlimited
three
Blade
together
Works
would be
collaboration
weirdly
is
fun,
split
but
into two
man.
parts.
Yeah,
Let's
they're
continue
so
with
fun.
Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail, and the event, Fate Stay Night. The Fate Stay Night event will open for play on July 11th.
Alright.
Two programs stand on their own,
Yeah.
so Trailblazers can dive into
July
each.
11th is
Oh.
the second I
So
can.
much content.
Yeah.
I'll be playing the hell
Big
out of
thanks
this.
again to our 2 guests. That wraps up today's Fate Collab Update.
Presenter, your mission is complete.
It's all part of the job. Anything for the Trailblazers. So Trailblazers, my honored masters, let's meet again in version 3.4. See you there.
Let's do it,
You'll
baby.
stay the night.
Woo!
See you next time, guys.
See you next time.
Bye.
I love that.
Hi, Albert. Why are you staring at me like that,
I
bud?
love that. Oh my gosh. Okay,
That
I have to
was
take a...
awesome.
Yes. It was literally amazing. We
I
can
think that was
talk
the
about
best special program ever done for sure. I was insane.
Yeah, I definitely think so.